Welcome back, everyone, to the Lawson Farm. We got everybody working out here today, getting our potatoes up. And I know I said I'd make a video on which potatoes done better, the store-bought seed potatoes or leftover potatoes from last year. Well, we've done got up most of the store-bought potatoes, and I'm just going to go ahead and say that this was kind of an awkward year. It started off real wet and real cold, and a lot of my potatoes I think rotted in the ground, so this may not be the best comparison. However, I've already got in my mind which one I think done better by going off the vines. However, we're not growing vines, we're trying to grow potatoes. So anyways, so far the first two rows of store-bought seed potatoes really didn't do that great. They were real sparse. They come up here and then they miss like half the row and the rest come up. But I think it was just because it was so wet and so cold that the ground never got warm enough for them to come up before they actually rotted in the ground. So with all that said, so far this row right here has already been our best row of potatoes. We got 2 5-gallon buckets off of it, which really isn't a lot for a row this size. You can see here, I just plowed this one out of the ground, and you can see what's laying here, and we'll probably get almost another 2 5-gallon buckets off of this, and I'll run back through it with the potato plow a couple more times just to make sure I've hit everything. This row is the row that had the leftover potatoes from last year in it. And just off of my guessing, I'm going to say this one has the most potatoes in it because this one had the most vine in it. Almost every one come up, it looked like, and they were up a good week or two before the store-bought potatoes were. So I'm just guessing that this one's going to be the best. We saved it for last because me and my wife both want to see it, and we're just kind of leaving it as a surprise. It's kind of like Christmas morning. You go out here and you start digging and you don't know what you got till you start opening the ground up. But anyways, we're going to start picking some of these up, and we will get that. We'll run through this row one more time, and then we'll dig that one out. But let's go ahead and start picking some up, Megan.
Daddy, I already have this one in my hand.
Put it in there. All right, so we got that row up, and it ended up being almost 2 5-gallon buckets. You can get in here and see what we got off of that row. Now keep in mind that other row that I said that done good, we got 2 full 5-gallon buckets, and you know, they were pretty potatoes. They're real nice potatoes. Right here's what we've got so far off of the whole garden. Like I said, for that amount of garden, we should have had every basket on here full, but it just wasn't an optimal year, and we got a little basket of red potatoes over here. But I'm gonna walk around here and explain the potato plow to you, because I know some people probably use the old fork style, and that's fine because you don't mess your potatoes up that way. Using this plow, occasionally you'll cut a potato in half. But if you have a lot of potatoes to get up, it's gonna take you days with a pitchfork. So this is the same plow that I used to lay the rows off when we planted. So this is a potato plow. And what we're going to do is run right out the ridge of where the potatoes was in that row. And you try to bury it to about right here, maybe not quite that deep, just enough to roll the dirt back and roll the potatoes out of the ground. And you pretty much use that same method that I was talking about when we planted these potatoes. You can't plow straight when you look back. You have to look straight out that row, and as long as you keep the center of the tractor in the center of that row, most likely you're going to hit the ridge the whole time. Now I will go back and forth through that row at least 3 times just to make sure I hit everything. I might go down the center and then I'll go over to the side and over to this side. You know, but anyways, that's the gist of it. The potatoes are mainly all centered in that row. There shouldn't be a potato over here and a potato growing over here. They're going to be right in the crown of that row. And like I said, that plow just rolls them out. So we're going to find out what these look like. I'm real excited to see. Like I said though, I just don't feel like it was a fair comparison because of the weather. So But we're gonna find out though, because this row had the same weather that these did. But this little spot right here is wet, where this row right here, the land tends to start drying out. But anyways, let's find out. All right, well, I think we've pretty much concluded what we're going to do from now on. This come off of that row. There, you can see there's over 2 5-gallon buckets full. I mean, we've got them packed as tight. And look at these potatoes here. That's one thing we noticed, was the potatoes were actually bigger than the store-bought potatoes. I mean, on average they were. There was several little potatoes too. But look at it. Show them this one, Jacob, and show them that other one there. Show them those. Those are nice potatoes, and I mean, you know, you can't complain with that at all. And they didn't cost us a dime other than putting them in the ground and raising them. So, yeah, like I said, I think I know what we're going to do from now on. And it's like, as long as we have leftover potatoes. But
can I put these down?
you can put them back, yes. But, you know, this ain't the worst potato harvest we've ever had, but it's not the best. But I will say that what potatoes we got were nice. Come over, I mean, just, like, look at these. All of these are nice. Of course, there's you always get the weird shaped ones. Kind of looks like a rubber duck. But, you know, we can't really complain with these at all. Those are nice potatoes. So, it might have been a wet year and an awkward year, but what potatoes we got were good potatoes, so we can't complain. At least we've got something we can eat on over the winter. But, anyways, that's it. We've got some other stuff to pick while we're down here. Not really much left in this garden. The weeds have took it, and what the weeds ain't took, the deer's taking care of for us. So, we're about to call this garden, bring this garden to an end, I think. But anyways, we're going to get back to picking a few other things, and we just wanted to kind of conclude up what went on with our potatoes. And I think we know what we're going to do from now on, and hopefully it might help you guys out too. You know, if you've got extra potatoes left over, don't bother buying any in the store. Plant what you got. So anyways, we will catch you guys on the next video, and just always remember, you can't plow straight looking back. Thanks for watching.